You are getting so good at the first half of this level, though.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's definitely the geometry dash thing. The more you do the later, or have to practice the later end of the level, the better you get at the front half.
True.
You've seen, like, video documentaries about Geometry Dash, right? So you at least know pretty well what that's like.
Yeah.
This kind of experience isn't altogether that different, really.
Yeah, honestly. You think they should start using, like, demon ratings for, Celeste modded levels?
That would be amusing. I think they have their own rating system that I don't remember off the top of my head what it is.
That sounds interesting, though. I'm curious what rating they use.
If I recall correctly, I do know for a fact, though, that there's, like, the three most bottom tier ones are, like, easy, medium, hard, if I recall correctly, and they consider pretty much the A-side, B-sides, and C-sides to vaguely fit that.
That makes sense.
I think Farewell is considered about half their hard and half whatever the next tier up is.
Huh. That's terrifying.
Yeah, more than a little bit. And I think there's like 2 or 3 tiers above that when you start including modded content.
That is fair. I hope that the modded community didn't pick like too extreme words for the highest tiers, because I bet if it hasn't already happened already, there's gonna be situations where like the rating has to be increased for one reason or another. Oh, if I didn't panic there! If I didn't panic there, I would have had it.
That was so good, but you know, you basically know now you can do this.
I wasn't even trying to dash, I just monkey brain hit button and then I lost my chance.
Yeah, no kidding, I feel that. Okay,
Yeah, I feel like in
up
any
the difficult
situation where like user created levels have like difficulty ratings, there's gonna be situations where like the highest difficulty level gets like surpassed by such an extreme degree that they have to invent a new like term for it.
Indeed. I looked it up, difficulty on the Celeste wiki, and there are currently 6 tiers of difficulty. Beginner, Intermediate, Advanced, Expert, Grandmaster, and Grandmaster Plus.
Damn. Grandmaster Plus is definitely like the thing I was talking about. Like, it has to be.
Yeah, let's see. According to this, Beginner. Most of Celeste's base game chapters and some B-sides fall within the Beginner difficulty. Let's see, Intermediate. C-sides and most B-sides fit into this category alongside Farewell. Okay, never mind. I definitely misunderstood just how much this thing ramps up.
Wow.
Advanced maps are a relatively small step up from what Celeste's base game has to offer. It may introduce tech not seen in the base game, such as reverse hypers and supers. And then they give some examples. Let's see. Then there's Expert. Expert maps are far harder than anything in vanilla. They often require corner boosts and ultras, whatever that means. These maps also demand more precision and fast input requirements. Then Grandmaster maps are some of the hardest maps available in Celeste. They are generally limited to top-tier players. These maps often feature advanced tech almost consistently, including chained ultras, spike jumps, and core hypers.
Oh, so close. I delayed just a little bit too long before dashing through the last thing.
That's unfortunate.
What was the last one that you read? Grandmaster Plus, or are there still more like tiers?
Just Grandmaster. Yeah, just Grandmaster. And then Grandmaster Plus, it says Grandmaster Plus difficulties. Note the plural, apparently. Namely, Grandmaster Plus 1, Grandmaster Plus 2, and Grandmaster Plus 3. Abbreviated GM Plus 1, GM Plus 2, and GM Plus 3, respectively.
Of course.
Are difficulties harder than Grandmaster, where the number after the plus indicates how many tiers above Grandmaster it is. Very few of these maps exist, including MOCE, LXVI, and the Solar Purgatory.
The Solar Purgatory. You gotta name, like, if you're making a ridiculously, like, legendarily hard, like, level, you gotta, like, have some reference to Hell or Purgatory in his name. That's just the law.
I'm gonna pull up the Solar Purgatory real quick and take a look at what this looks like. I'm curious to see how insane the Solar Purgatory is. And of course, I gotta keep an eye on what you're doing too, but... Okay, so immediately I must say that this definitely is some shit. Yeah, this is some shit, alright. I gotta watch you for a second because you're getting close.
No! Why did I do that?
Oh, I just realized something about the Solar Purgatory, too. Every screen is labeled with level, which gives me the impression that what I've already seen, that I'm going to some real shit, is probably the easy stuff.
Oh boy, so it's not just, like, super hard all the time. Like, it starts easy and then, like, ramps up for, like, far longer than you would ever expect it to.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to about the halfway point, because I want to see what that is more like.
Unless someone already knows in advance, like, going into it, how long it is, I wonder just how often people playing that have to ask, like, this is the end, right? This is the end, right? Oh god, it's not the end.
Oh, for sure. This person just flashed up a black screen with white text on it, and it says, okay, so this room is incredibly hard.
Oh, you think? Communities are insane, I tell you.
Oh, they are. I really don't know how anyone thinks to you know, try, build, whatever this kind of shit. What the hellish fuck am I looking at?
Good question. You know, maybe at some point I should try making my own Celeste level. It definitely wouldn't be, like, that insane hard. But maybe I should try to make, like, the, you know, Jelly Lover special or something like that.
Yeah, why not?
Ah, damn it. I do feel like trying to go through that fast might actually, like, give me the sort of muscle memory to do the last one fast, because I keep, like...
Actually.
I keep, like, thinking I need to stop because I stopped for all the, you know, previous ones. And now I'm forgetting the simple part.
Unfortunate. Yeah, no, this whole thing, this fucking Solar Purgatory is insanity. I don't know what these people were thinking of when they made this. I was so close, Grayson.
I don't know if I didn't go high enough, or if I pressed, like, the climb button, like, a frame too late or something, but that's unfortunate.
It is.
I even remembered not to press the dash button that time.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's hard when this level is, like, near constant dashing to, like, try to remind myself to not dash for one part and one part only. Yeah,
I can tell you, after watching what I just did on YouTube, trust me when I say that the level of control the person was exhibiting over their dashes is insane and feels beyond human.
I bet.
Yeah, I can definitely say that, realistically speaking, the tiers before Grandmaster, I could see you potentially being a level on, but I don't think either of us are ever being a fucking Grandmaster, especially not a Grandmaster Plus level.
Yeah, well, certainly not.
Yeah, just a hunch. Just a hunch. I can't believe I come to find out that the C-sides in Farewell are considered to be intermediate. And the fucking B-sides are also considered beginner levels.
Oh.
Oh! Careful now, don't, oh!
I was spamming the dash button. I wasn't letting that thing bounce me around.
Nice. Congratulations, you did it.
I did it.
You've now beat 2 C-sides.
Hooray, I did it.
Madeline has gone to the telephone, something that gets progressively harder every time she goes up an alphabet letter.
True.
I can't even imagine what sort of nonsense they have for the D-side and the D-side mod for this.
Yeah, that's gotta be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Another seaside done.
Yeah, no, you've done very well. I love how the name Seaside, which conceptually makes 0 sense when you talk about actual old like, tape recorders.
The third side of the coin.
Yep, absolutely, that makes sense.
Yep.
I get how it makes sense with their naming scheme, but it doesn't work with the analogy.
Could you imagine if, like, someone actually made, like, a 3-sided tape? Just, like, a triangle-shaped, like, cassette tape. And, like, you have to play it with, like, a cassette player that's, like, the things that, like, turn the actual, circular parts are, like, exposed to air because you need a lot of room to set it on because it's a goddamn triangle.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. I love it. That is absolutely fucking nuts.
If your cassette player has a lid, sorry, it won't fit in there because it's a goddamn triangle.
Yep. Here, you can have a screenshot I found on the mod page for the D-side. Apparently this is a screen from the D-side for, you know, that chapter.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's me.
You think they like their spikes?
I think they like their spikes. I think they like their spikes quite a lot, in fact.
Yeah. Maybe just.
But, you know, that's the role of any sort of Kaizo type thing. The further you go, anytime you go to a Kaizo mod for any game at all, if that game had spikes in it, the levels are just covered in them.
That is true.
No, you did real well to beat 2 of these today.
True. You think I should try, like, Golden Strawberry for Seaside?
If you want, go for it. Why not? By the way, I do have to go in 40 minutes, so that's a good thing to keep in mind time-wise.
That is fair.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think that the beginning to this level is really that much more. It's more just, you know, every attempt is now going to take slightly longer because you have to do this beginner stuff.
True, I'm already here.
Back here. Yeah. You just have to have a good run, really.
Like, why not try while my muscle memory is still fresh, right?
Honestly, yeah, why not? But you did really well. That was most of the way.
Yeah, I'm liking my chances, honestly.
Yeah, no kidding. I like your chances quite a lot. I think you'll have this done pretty quickly, actually. Madeline's like, seriously, Madeline, have you not already had enough? Like,
apparently
no.
not.
More.
I honestly forgot just how short this beginning is. Like, it's honestly amazing just how little of the level this actually is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like this beginning area mostly just exists because they couldn't figure out how to work Madeline into the, you know, main section of it, and they wanted Madeline to be a part of this level.
Indeed.
Like, this first room certainly ain't anything.
Like, they easily could have added her to, like, the last room, but it really wouldn't have changed anything.
No, it wouldn't have added to it. I don't really think there's a good way to incorporate Madeline into the obstacle course that they built, which isn't to say that you couldn't build a seaside level difficulty, you know, level using this set of gimmicks. with Battlein incorporated all the way through, just that the idea they had doesn't really work with her.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. That part's gonna be hard.
Oh, yeah.
That was exceedingly close, but, you know, it
Yeah.
works. I thought I was holding diagonal. I guess I was going too far up.
That is unfortunate. But no, this is going to be a fun series to watch you suffer through Celeste's brutal content.
Absolutely.
This isn't about climbing the mountain anymore, it's about sending a message.
True.
Like, this is no longer about Madeline overcoming her anxiety, this is about Madeline being a masochist.
Exactly.
She's got it real battling.
Ah, damn it, that could have been it.
That definitely could have been. That's a shame.
Yeah, like, the base game, you know, it's cute. It's got, like, a nice little message about, like, you know, anxiety and stuff like that. But this is what anxiety is more actually like, if you want to be realistic about it.
Yeah, and even more realistically than that, it's fucking farewell.
Yeah, it's like, you know, A-sides and whatnot, it's like a sort of, you know, cuter, more tame-like representation. This is how difficult it actually is.
For sure. I am really curious to see how you are going to fare with Farewell after having seen your performances today.
I would think that I would fare well.
I think that you will fare well with Farewell as well.
Ah, that was diagonal, not up.
But
There's
if you
been one
can't
problem
sit-
with Control 6.
If you can't do it, though, there is no welfare for you on Farewell.
True. Oh, damn it. I keep messing up this part now. I used to have it so good.
Unfortunate. Look at all these bubble jumps.
True.
Honestly astounding how well you did that.
Easy.
Jesus Christ.
Easy.
Yeah, 37 seconds. Jesus Christ. That's a good time. You didn't
Also, I
even
was
take 10
wondering
minutes.
why, when I put my save file into the Steam version, it didn't just give me, like, all the achievements immediately. But now that I've collected a strawberry, it finally decided to give me the Impressive Friends achievement.
That's amazing. Well, you've done more than that. You've definitely impressed me, and you've
I
gotten
have
far more
impressed
than the
an actual friend
175.
of mine.
No kidding. Although it wasn't the original 175 that did that. This one, though, Jesus.
True.
That's a hard one to get. But it's definitely a testament to how much you like this specific gimmick.
True. It is a very fun gimmick.
True. It features Madeline. And strawberries. And bubbles.
True. I need to check something.
Certainly.
The speedrun world record for Seaside is just under 20 seconds. They shave off that much time. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the improvement comes from, like, the battle-in room, because I did not do that optimally.
You're right.
But that's
There's
still an
probably also-
insanely low time for that.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that there's probably also some speedrunner tech being used in there too. Probably some wave dashes and shit. Like I said,
Probably.
I thought honestly that bottom part probably required that kind of tech, but it turned out it doesn't. But it probably still would make it go faster if you did use that tech.
Okay, so I decided to scroll to the bottom of the speedrun leaderboard. You
Hmm.
want to know how many people I beat with this time?
7. I'm kidding. Probably a lot.
2.
2. Oh wow.
If I submitted this to the speedrun leaderboard, I would get 274th place.
Hey, it's better than last.
Yeah, it is third to last, but it is not last.
Impressive. Well, you certainly set a PB. That much is for sure.
True.
Good job to you for controlling and piloting Madeline.
Hooray. Barely any extra deaths.
Yeah, no, you did fantastically, and now you got the gold strawberry.
Yep. And assuming that there aren't any like other tricks or surprises that I don't know about that this game has, I assume that means I've 100%ed Chapter 2.
I think that's correct. I don't
Damn.
think there's anything else that could be the case too. Yeah, well, Chapter 2 is easily your favorite, and it makes a lot of sense.
Drew.
Madeline's done great work. 21 of 18. What a thing to see.
21 out of 18.
Mm-hmm. No kidding. Very nice work.
Yeah. I'm very proud of that.
As you should be, honestly.
I didn't expect it to go nearly so smoothly, but surprise it did.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing in the future how you do with the next couple, because Celestial Resort and Golden Ridge both have some really fucking nasty gimmicks in them that I can only imagine are going to make for some nasty seaside platforming.
I'm sure. And that seems like a good place to stop it for now.
Indeed. To do more of this soon.
Absolutely. I definitely want to play more of this because I feel like I'm only just getting started with, the stuff that I could probably complete in this game.
For sure,
Who
especially if you
knows how
start
much
adding
of it I'll
mods
be able
in.
to do, but, I'm sure that I'm not done with just what I've done.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
At the very least, I think, like, my opinions on the levels vary quite a bit. Old Side is definitely my favorite level, and Forsaken City is definitely up there as well. I do think that I'd probably have fun with Mirror Temple. I think that that one is generally fun. Unless they have, like, an annoying room with, like, the monster things, because those can be a little bit random, but barring that, I think I could have some fun with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Core would probably be interesting to see you do as well. Core's gimmicks and mechanics are fascinating, and I think that if I recall correctly, the seaside for Core is rather curious.
That is fair. Now, looking at, like, my deaths on, like, the core and the B side, they're relatively low, all things considered, so imagining that the seaside is of the same relative difficulty to other things, then would be interesting. Of course, they could also just decide that since it's the, you know, like last normal like level, well, maybe not last normal, the level after the last normal level, then
True.
they could decide to pull out all the stops and make it like insane for no other reason than it's just because it feels right.
Maybe. I don't remember really. I've seen playthroughs of all of these before, although I've not, personally done any of them. I know Farewell is brutal, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Farewell doesn't have a B or C side, but it sure as hell doesn't
Actually,
need one.
yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I just noticed there's one number for Farewell, and it's I know it's just centered because there aren't like three of them to put there, but I like to imagine that instead what this is saying is that there's only a B-side.
At some level, that's true. I don't think that's a false statement, all things considered. It certainly is not a kind level. Like I said, it ramps up in difficulty throughout, but it already starts basically at B-side difficulty.
I bet. I can't even imagine just how insane it is. Like, I'm definitely interested to see just how ridiculous it looks.
I will say, it is absurdly difficult, but the other thing I will say is it's also very clever. Like, some of the levels, I mean, some of the screens in Farewell are amongst some of the most cleverly designed screens in this game, but they are also brutally fucking difficult.
Understandable. I do like this
Madeline's
little
running on the moon.
representation of the moon that they have for the level. That's a nice little touch.
Indeed.
I also see Bird.
Yep, the bird.
I feel like I've probably mentioned that I've been slightly spoiled to the fact that I think there is some, like, bird-related gimmick, but I literally don't even know what that entails, so...
That is fair. Off the top of my head, I don't remember which gimmick that specifically is set to, because there's, like, probably a dozen new gimmicks across the entirety of Farewell. Farewell is complicated.
Damn. And here I thought it was just a really hard regular level. But no, they're even, like, pulling out, like, a bunch of new gimmicks for it, huh?
Yep. I'm pretty sure basically every old gimmick also returns, and you also have to deal with using some speedrunner tech, both the ones that have already been introduced to you before, and some new ones, I believe, as well. Farewell is just the final fucking gauntlet. It is everything that the person who made this game could come up with. And
That
then
is fair. Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting, like, that many more, like, new gimmicks in this level. Like, I really thought it would be, like, the Summit situation where it's just, you know, like, everything that came before compiled into one, you know, final level kind of thing.
Yeah, and if I'm forgetting wrong and it's fewer than I think, my apologies, but it's definitely more than one or two. There's quite a few gimmicks.
Damn. Yeah, I was honestly expecting one or two, so, that is fascinating.
Farewell is a curiosity, and it actually will, I think, be very fun if you do somehow manage to make it through the entirety of it to be present for that adventure, because it certainly is something. It's just not something I think I'm personally capable of doing.
That is fair. I forgot, like, what you've said about, like, the relative difficulty of these things, but, I'm pretty sure you said at some point that you, have more confidence in me beating, like, the Hollow Knight Path of Pain than beating this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yeah, I absolutely have full confidence in that. For one thing, the Hollow Knight Path of Pain is shorter. Frankly, I'm pretty sure that the Hollow Knight Path of Pain is shorter than the final screen of Farewell.
Damn.
Yeah, this
Well,
is gonna
I'll be
be
getting to Farewell.
adventure.
I'll be getting to Farewell eventually, for sure, but I definitely do want some more practice before I get there.
No, and I think it's good to be in your best shape for it. Farewell is the final gauntlet, so to speak. You don't want to go into that rusty.
Yeah, and, like, theoretically, I could jump into it just to see what, like, the beginning looks like and know what I'm, like, preparing myself for, but, like, I think it would be so much sweeter if, like, I only go there after I'm sure that I've done everything I want to everywhere else. Again, don't know if I'm going to do every single seaside. I want to, but I don't know for sure if I will. I want to try the golden strawberries that I can, but I'm not even going to imagine that I'm going to do all of them. But, yeah, I definitely do want to give all those things attempts before I even touch Farewell.
Yeah, and again, Farewell's difficulty margin is so enormous that seeing the beginning of it isn't going to give you really a taste for what's ahead anyway. I'd say that it's probably about as broad of a difficulty spectrum for Farewell as the Forsaken City A side is from the Summit B side.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think the beginning of Farewell is really going to give you a taste for what is ahead. The only thing that'll give you that taste is doing it.
True. Speaking of the summit, I'm very curious what the seaside for that will look like, but we will get there with time.
We will indeed. Curious to see what you think about it.
Yeah. I am too. I am too.